Hello viewers, welcome to Lono TV, your favorite online TV here in Kasama, the northern part of Zambia. I'm your host, Clarius JR, and you're watching Lono Interview. And every Wednesday on Lono Interview, we bring you different topics under which we discuss various issues pertaining to different people, ideas, and different things. And today we are discussing the topic business partnership, and I'm joined by two very brilliant individuals who are going to help out with today's discussion. So I'm urging you to stay tuned as you are going to learn one or two things from this discussion. And one more thing that I will request of you is to share and of course give us your contribution in the comment section as we are discussing this topic. So right about now we're going to go on a very, very short break. Please stay tuned as we are going to come back and discuss this topic.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Welcome back. And like I earlier on said, today we are discussing business partnership. So if you're somebody who is interested in business, somebody who's looking to start a business, this is the right platform for you to actually get one or two things out of what we are going to be discussing tonight. And today, like I said, I'm joined by two brilliant individuals, and I would let them introduce themselves. I'm going to let you introduce. We are going to start with he says he's a gentleman.
Yeah, he's a gentleman.
Okay. You are not a gentle lady to let him start.
It's a woman's world.
Okay. We'll begin with you. Just a quick introduction.
Hi, everybody. My name is Abigail Bwalya. I am an entrepreneur, agro-processor, content creator, and a certified business mentor.
Okay, interesting. It looks like we just got the right person for this particular program. On my right.
Hi everyone, my name is Mapalo Jailos. I'm the CEO for Mapje Group Companies.
Interesting. So we have two entrepreneurs helping out with this discussion. So I would urge you out there, if you are somebody who has an idea about what we are talking about, please just don't feel shy, or rather don't, I would urge you to actually give us your contribution in the comment section. We'll be glad to read what you have to say about today's topic. We are discussing business partnership. So what is business partnership? What is it all about? That is what we are going to be talking about today. So maybe before we even get into this whole thing, I'll get back to the lady again. What is business partnership?
Okay, thank you so much, Clarius, and thank you, Lono Studios, for having us. Lono TV, thank you for hosting us. This is and it's coming at a very good time.
Sure, sure.
Specifically that government is supporting a lot of entrepreneurs, is supporting formation of cooperatives.
Cooperatives, yeah.
So, inofa ningalanda fi ama partnerships kupange chako sa
kuchikumbinganya
kuchikumbinganya, but that can be it can be a mutual agreement between individuals. It could be a mutual agreement between an individual, a business, or even business to business, for them to come together and do.
Okay.
Yes.
Mapalo.
Oh, yeah.
What is business partnership?
Okay. I would say business partnership is where two parties come together, maybe to advance one goal.
Okay.
Or I say to expand the mutual experience that they have and the skills that they want to develop.
All right. So we are talking about business, Abigail.
Okay.
Does every business require partnerships?
Well, it's not every business that requires partnerships, but businesses do need partnerships for them to thrive.
Okay.
Why I say it's not every business that requires partnerships is because partnerships come in to provide certain competencies that may be lacking in a business.
Okay.
For example, I may be good at sourcing of information, then somebody is also good at sourcing for capital. So then we come together and then we supplement our efforts. That there, in that case, I can say I do need partnerships, but it's not every business that requires a partnership.
Okay.
It just depends on the situation. Yes,
Okay.
it's a 50-50 thing.
Okay, when you say you may be lacking in one or two things, I believe, Mapalo, for somebody to start a business, it means they are well equipped with the information they need, or rather the things that they need in that business. Now, why would somebody need a partner in that particular business?
Okay, thank you very much, Curious. I'll put it as Abigail had put it, is to say, this business that we are in, it's not to say that every business needs a partnership, but a business needs a partner for them to thrive. Reason being, I'll put it to myself. I'm into pharmaceutical business. Have had an idea of starting up a pharmacy, but I'm not skilled. I'm not a pharmacist. I don't have all those credentials that are needed to run a pharmaceutical business. But I'm good at when it comes to business techniques. So I had to partner with somebody to bring in professionalism so that we can strive as a pharmaceutical business.
Okay. You said some businesses do need partnerships and others do not. Would you maybe help with highlighting some of those businesses that might need partnerships?
Okay, I'm going to give an example of where I'm coming from. Kara Business Services. We offer consultant services. We also do content creation for different organizations. So in this business, we need different partners to implement our programs. For example, I may come in as a content creator, but the person that's going to take that content to a particular audience is going to be different.
True.
I may create content for somebody to teach farmers, but I can't be everywhere. So I'm going to give somebody who has the outreach, who's going to reach those particular group of farmers and teach them. So in that vein, I need partners. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Mapalo, we've talked of why you need partnerships in some of these businesses. So maybe you may want to maybe add on that. What things do you need to consider? Because you said you run a pharmaceutical business. What did you consider when you wanted to partner with other people? What are some of the things to say, okay, this is the right partner for my business?
Okay, at the moment, Mapje Group of Companies has not partnered with anyone when it comes to the running of the business and everything. Maybe what one would consider when partnering with somebody, at first, they should have a mutual understanding. They should have the same goal, the same vision for them to achieve. And they should lay out the program on how the business will be running. Then the other thing, they have to look they have to sign the memorandum of understanding, so that if one partner maybe doesn't meet those standards that they have set up, at least they have something that is backing them up. And for these businesses who have partnered, to thrive and to push to compete with these big people in the industry, they need partnership. That's why I think would say, yeah, somebody would need a partner at one time.
Okay, interesting. But Abigail,
Clarius,
Yes.
before we even move on, I want to maybe cite an example of businesses that do not need partnerships.
Partnerships,
I'm
yes.
not saying bad if Kavena, but these are businesses where you know your suppliers, you know your buyers. So
Okay.
it's very direct.
okay.
Nala it's some sort of buying and selling. There, I don't really need that much partnerships.
Okay.
I can do that. Buy, sell. There's no middleman.
Okay.
There's nothing complex
So
happening there.
a partnership really just comes in when there is something that you are meeting, that you are
Mostly.
failing to meet.
Yes, mostly. Mostly
Okay.
it could be capital. I do not have enough money to advance my business, so I'm going to partner with somebody who has.
Okay.
I do not have the network, so I'm going to partner with somebody who has the network.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe again, just to add on what he had said, what are again some of the things that you must really consider when you're choosing to say this is the right partner for my business? I know you've talked of a situation where you don't have certain things that you are failing to meet, but are there other things that you must consider to say, okay, this is the right person I
Okay.
should partner with?
Thank you for that question. First and foremost, businesses exist to serve. They are offering a service. In return, they get money or profit. So as that business is established, I'm looking at the person that's going to share in the vision of the business,
Okay.
the person that's also going to share in the goals. And also, it's also because business, when we're valuing businesses, sometimes we also look at the integrity of the shareholders.
Yes.
Yes, what the customers are saying about the business. So if is me partnering with maybe Mapalo going to add something to my business, is it going to bring more customers? We look at all of those things.
Okay.
There's integrity issues. There's issues of it's good we wine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is growing the capital a good reason for actually partnering with someone? You have a business, you're running a pharmaceutical business. Here is Clarius with a lot of money and says, okay, Mapalo nimbona namkwata pharmaceutical business running, but don't you think I have enough money, we can build a hospital, then from this pharmaceutical business we build something bigger? All I have to offer is money. I don't want to be involved in anything. I just want to give you money, then I'll be getting a return out of it. Is that a good partnership? Can you go for such a partnership?
Okay, it depends on how it's coming. We said to say, business needs partners for them to thrive, to compete on the business market. Let's say, for example, I'm into pharmaceutical business. I would love maybe to expand my pharmaceutical businesses in future.
Yes.
Then somebody comes with a lot of money and everything. The first thing that we talked about was for you to partner with somebody, you should have the same vision, the same goal, so that you have something in mind what you want, because that partner maybe might just come for money.
Yes.
When you have worked tirelessly, maybe for 10 years, setting up the brand and everything.
Yes.
So there are those things that you need to look up to. It depends on how the business is moving. Yeah,
But Mapalo, this is a direct thing. I have the money. All I want is I want to put the money in your business. Then at the end of the month, I'll be getting something. Maybe Abigail, you can chip in on this. I don't want to be involved in the business. I don't want to. Therefore, at the end of the month, I calculate how much profit we have made. I
Okay.
get my share, you get your share. That's it.
Okay, that's a good deal if you do not have enough capital.
Okay.
But then I would go for such a partnership with terms and conditions,
Okay.
because running a business takes a lot. You have emotionally, mentally, physically, all of those things. You are fully invested in running the business. So mostly when we're calculating profit, we are just looking at the paperwork.
Okay.
How much have we made from the business? But we also have to look at the time invested. So for me, going into such a partnership, I would say, okay, you've invested so much money,
Yes.
but on the profits, we're not going to share 50-50. We're going to share, you're going to get this percentage for the effort I'm putting in, because the money is not generating itself.
Okay.
It's been put into the business, but I'm making it work.
Okay, so
Doing the-
50-50 Tetiwombe,
It's-
despite the person putting in more money than the business already has.
I highly doubt would have terms and conditions that would put me in a better place, because I'm fully involved in the running of the business on a daily basis, while the other person just waits for their returns. It's like getting your dividends ku Airtel.
Yes.
Much time invest, much time shares ku Airtel. You're not going to get the same profits na badiaba ama directors abachitarani their business chilabushku. You get smaller dividends.
Okay,
Because
this is
the
a
moment
very good
KRF
lesson
Yes.
for somebody, especially those with smaller businesses, because this is what happens. Somebody sees you are doing so well, but you don't have enough capital. Then they just want to come in and say, okay, inena kapo so much, and I want us to share the profits. Yes.
I think that's what Abigail said, to say you need to have the terms and conditions. You know, as a business, you put in all your efforts and everything, like she said it, spiritually, mentally, and everything. You grow with the business.
Yes.
Like, for example, I've been to Pharmaceutical business like for 3 years now. Then somebody would come, ningo 100 pin, therefore kuingisham. Kumpela ma terms and conditions. That okay, pay 100, nakura kupela kwa 30%. I get the 70% because running a business is very costly. There is a lot that is needed to be done. So it's up for the CEO to put up the terms and
Actually,
conditions.
what's Mapalo
Who
you're
should
saying?
it favor? Let us be direct.
Actually,
here.
because the 100,000 that he has as an example is not really what the business is worth.
Yes.
So when you're sharing profits, you're not sharing based on the 100,000 that has been invested.
Okay.
Somebody has invested into the business because the business already has assets and it's a going concern. They are away anytime. They would have used that 100,000 to invest in something else, but they saw it to be very viable.
Okay.
So I don't see why we should share 50-50.
The
But
50-50
today,
is not a good deal. Okay, so maybe you are somebody out there. I hope you've learned something about partnering. If you are considering with partnering with other people, this is the right program for you to learn one or two things. And I would like to hear from you, those that are watching us right now. What do you think about today's topic? Just give us your contribution in the comment section. So we've talked of the sharing of the returns of the business. Now, and again, still on the top the point of who to partner with. Is your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband a good person to partner with? Mapalo, maybe let us start with
Okay,
you.
there are two things. The partnership thing, it all comes about sharing the same vision, the same goal, and everything. Yes, you might have your wife. If slightly, you're sharing the same vision and everything. Entrepreneurship is something that you're not born with it.
Yes.
You just learn. Then as you go on, you keep excelling. So if your partnership, if your wife or your husband maybe has interest in the business that you're doing,
Yes.
I think it's the right thing that you can do. But again, the other thing, maybe she might come in or he might come in just to chew your money. So that's why you have to be careful. So it's about sharing the same vision, the same goal.
But you have
You'll
agreed,
get there.
Mapalo, you agreed on the point that someone just has the money to invest in the business. That is not somebody who shares a vision or anything with the business. They just have the money to invest in the business. So why would you start considering the vision part when it's your spouse, somebody you are living with, somebody who will benefit from the business? This person is going to suffer along.
Actually, before, can I
yes.
add the point for we accept the 100,000 because I also support
Yes.
Mapalo. We accept that kind of investment because we know the person believes in the vision of the business.
Okay.
Even if they are just interested in the profits, at least let them be interested in the vision.
Yeah.
They know ikakule business, so they want to invest.
Okay.
Yes. So we consider for that fact.
Okay, great. You still want to add on?
Forgotten the question that
The spouse. We are talking about having your spouse, or rather your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, considering them to be a partner. Is it a good thing? Is it somebody you can consider? Is it a good idea to go in that direction?
It's a good thing if that somebody has got interest in what you're doing.
Okay. Not just for the fact that they are your spouse.
spouse.
I invite Abigail. Bamudala barefo okubanga ba partner mu business. Is it something you can consider?
Wow. Okay. He would have to go through the vetting process.
Okay.
Yes, that's due diligence to become some partners before Tatra become business. Is this person going to add value to the business? Yes. Is this person going to attract clients to my business? You make them partners and all the other partners, they run off. Because being the wife or the husband, they don't want to differentiate between
Business
the relationship and the business. So in turn, they go as the wife or the husband. So instead of building the business begins to go down.
Okay.
So I think I wouldn't say we know our partners because, well, they do know their partners. You should know your partner. What is their weakness? What is their strength? What are they bringing to the table?
Okay,
of
great.
The
So,
business, yes.
Just adding on the same thing, Mapalo, would you weigh the advantage to the disadvantage of bringing your partner into the business? Which one would outweigh the other?
Okay.
Personally, would you bring your?
Personally, I would go for the advantages, disadvantages.
Okay.
What can I say? Okay, on my side, I started business somewhere back. I think that was in 2009, the time that I was completing school. So if you look about these years, it's about 13 years.
Yes.
I've been branding myself. I've been putting whatever that I can do. So as I reach at this level, I don't think so partnering with someone would be a good thing on my side. No, unless he can come in or the organization can come in on the terms and conditions.
Okay. Abigail, the risk and the benefit of bringing your partner into the business as a partner, which one would outweigh the other?
That just depends on the person. Okay. It ranges from person to person. But there's certain cultures where you wouldn't even have an issue if you went into business. Now, as a family, madam and wamdala, as we like to call it. Tanzanians, they do partner and things work out. Indians, they do partner and things work out. We've seen some couples even here in Kasama, Zambia, where they've done businesses and they do well. Mostly I see women handling the money part.
Yeah.
Counter. Yes, counter. Then the husband gets to do the running around.
Okay.
So it's like they've identified their strengths.
Okay.
Accountability. Maybe women are just,
good with the money.
Yeah, money.
Yeah,
yes, and then the
management.
men are good with the running up and down.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So there you have it, viewers. I hope you are learning one or two things from what we are discussing right now. And right about now, we are going to go on a very short break, but I think not to go away. Please stay tuned and give us your thoughts about today's topic, which is business partnership. Please.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at Lono ZM.
Welcome back, welcome back. And right about now, I'm going to go through some of the comments that you've been sending us. And one is coming from Wila Keith Chongo, who is saying, Mapji is one of the most dedicated friends I know. Please get something. Okay, interesting, interesting. Then we have Nathan Chanda, who is saying, impressive, my brother. I believe that is dedicated to you, Mr. Mapalo. And Rex Mike Chishimbai saying, wonderful combination of people on the panel. Thank you so much. And we have Rex going on and saying, I feel it is not a good thing to partner with your wife, husband of any other, or somebody with any other intimacy relationship. Better to partner with a friend who has some idea for the interest of catching the goals. And I also agree with Abigail that you need to know your partner and sharing of ideas. Two Favor is saying is following. So that is Rex saying the idea of partnering with your wife, your girlfriend is a no-no. What your say on that?
For me, it's a 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. If I vet them and they are good for the business, because sometimes we meet people who are supposed to be our partners.
Yes.
I'm saying it as if it happens oftenly. Like you would meet somebody who's good for your business. You fall in love, get married.
Okay.
Partner, it's
okay.
okay.
So the partner, sometimes it happens that you are partnering with someone, then in the process they become your spouse.
It shouldn't happen always.
Yes.
But I said sometimes you meet somebody who's supposed to be.
Yes.
But then things happen along the way.
Okay.
They get together. It's okay. It can make a good partnership.
Okay,
But
great.
I'm not saying let's look for spouses in every partner.
Yeah, they know since I'm running a business, actually there is this thing that I think it comes from mostly from the male folk, where if somebody is having a business and they are doing something, they want their wife their wife to actually be doing the same thing. Is it a good thing to actually just bring someone in because you're doing it? I've seen it happen with church people. Let me not say church people. Christians. I'm also a Christian. So okay, let me just put it like church people. Yes. So you become a prophet, and you want your wife to be a prophetess. The same thing happens with businesses. But is it a good thing? Is it a way to go? Is it the direction you should take? Since you are running a business, your wife should be found gani shop mkwete ba Mapalo mrefu aba madam ebabe ku counter badesangwa ku kunankan.
Okay, I think this thing is a 50-50. Like we said it depends on the situation.
Okay.
You know, maybe you might open up a shop, then you need a cashier.
Yes.
Then your wife does nothing. You empower your wife. Once she starts maybe coming to your business, she'll start learning new skills that you have acquired in the past. Okay. And at times what happens is, you know, even the wife, maybe if it's the husband that you have partnered with, maybe I'll open a business guru than you. Yeah. So it's a 50-50 thing.
Okay, interesting. So moving on, Abigail. So you have partnered with this particular person. Then my my business partners. Is there need for one of you to be boss over the other? Regardless of how much you have put in and the like.
Quite interesting. These days when I hear the word or the title boss, it's very alarming actually. Because okay, to start with, I don't feel anybody amongst the partners should be a boss.
Okay.
What we are working with in this generation is we have project leads.
Yes.
I feel nobody should boss anybody around, because boss sounds like somebody who just calls the shots. If you're not but it shouldn't be the case, because partnerships, we've agreed, all of us have agreed to contribute something to the business. And of course, not everybody can lead, and we can't have equal shareholding. So it means maybe somebody has 60-70% and the other person has the remaining percentage of the business. So when it comes to roles, we are going to say, who's going to lead this project? Who's going to be our team leader?
Okay.
I'm very comfortable with
But
team
then
lead,
here is Clarius
supervisor.
putting in 50,000 in a business. Put in 5,000. Isn't it automatic that I'm obviously the one to call the shots?
That's a founder. We want to.
You know, maybe I can add on. There are two things. You're saying maybe Curious comes with a
50
pin, then with a
5 pin.
Personally, I know how I'm worth. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
So your money, it's your money. And you know, like the way Abigail, she was putting it, herself, maybe she can do things without even the other team to do it, because she has branded herself, the things that she has been working on for the past years. So that money, that's where the terms and condition comes.
Okay.
So definitely your money should, yes, you can come in, but I should give you terms and conditions.
Okay, well, Abigail, finish your point. Sorry for interrupting.
It's fine. Great point. That person is a founder.
Okay.
We come together as partners. I put in 50,000, or you put in 50. I bring in a 5,000. I've started, but maybe I only have a short for the 5,000 for me to fully to begin operating. So then you are the founder. I am co-founder. You have more shareholding in the business. I have less. You could be the managing director. I can be directing something else like administrative work or operations. You are just leading a different department. But when it comes to shareholding, namkwatama shares as the founder, that doesn't make you the boss, because that means you're now in dictatorship.
But okay, so putting somebody as the leader of that business doesn't go with regard to the shares that the person has put in.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
We have he could be CEO of his business, but or let me say, not
yes.
Managing, we are talking management. The person that would be in management for big corporations, the person that's in management is not even the founder of the business.
Okay.
The chief executive officer could be management. So there's the board of directors, actually. Okay. They are the ones in charge of the running of the business, but
okay.
Yes.
You wanted to add something?
I know. I just wanted to add on. I think that's where the board of directors comes. There's the director of operations, the managing director, the director of finance, and everything. So the founder might be just somewhere there. Then the team, the board of directors, will be executing those duties.
Okay, all right. So,
are you going to do all of these duties? Admin work, finance work, and every other thing.
So you
discover but you can't do it alone.
Yes. Yeah, so maybe as we are going to the I would say the ending part of our program, I believe our viewers out there have learned a lot of things. What are some of the advantages, or rather the importance of being in a partnership? What should push someone to actually be in a partnership?
Okay, what I can say is this. As where we are coming from, where things are very hard, you might have an idea, or maybe you might have a skill, but you don't have that financial muscle to start up something, maybe starting up a shop, starting up a company or anything.
Yes.
You would need somebody to be on your shoulder, because they are big gurus in the business industry. So for you to compete with those people, you need a partner to go on with. Then the other thing, even that's where the issue of discipline comes in. Personally, I would say, where I'm trying to separate myself and
from
the
the
business. Because workshop, but after I told myself to say, Mapalo and the business, they are two different things. So coming back to our point, that's where discipline comes. If you have a partner, definitely, even a kobo, then more sign and everything. So for us to grow, we need each other. So definitely on that side, yeah, it's good to partner with someone.
Okay, well, Abigail, I wouldn't want you to continue from where he has ended.
To add though.
Okay, you can add on. It's all right. You can add on.
Yes, partnering with somebody, it could be person with an organization, helps you to put some structure to your work.
Yes.
It also boosts investor confidence. There's businesses that can't partner with somebody who works alone because there's no difference between you and the business. It's just one person. So I come in as an organization, I partner with a person. I don't know if our funds are going to be safe. So partnerships help put a structure to your work. They make your work look very formal. Your businesses look very formal, especially for formalized businesses, because if it's a formal business, registered legally, we don't see why you should operate as an island. So it boosts investor confidence.
Okay, that's a great point.
Yes.
That's a great point. So there is you've worked with organizations, and that point that you have raised, where organizations are failing to work with certain businesses because they are individualized.
Yeah,
How does that work?
stability, actually.
How does that work? Why is it so difficult for organization to partner with such kind of businesses?
There is no stability. We don't know where you go. Actually, when you travel to Lusaka, the business has gone to Lusaka. Tapali, no someone in your office.
No, tabalipo.
Na via business na ikuka na ise da kulusaka ko ba ye kwa ya business.
Okay.
But with partnerships, having different people running the organization, we know even if the CEO is away, they are going to find other directors.
And whatever they want is going to work.
Yes,
Okay.
it's going to be worked on.
Okay, I've actually learned one thing from there. And moving on, there are situations where a partnership has failed to work. Okay, you tried to partner with somebody, but then mwambo kumonati tafirenda winwe fintu. What is a good way of ending that partnership without maybe injuring the other person or without affecting the business itself? How can you come to that? Yeah, to that point. Maybe twalambira kona ba Mapalo. Mwaliamba business bonse mwalingishamu fyamba nokwende fintu, but you are seeing a danger to say, if I continue working with this person, I'm eventually going to fall. Like tafia kende bwino fintu kuntanji. How can you strategically, or how can you just move away from that partnership and still make the business stand? Because I'm sure there is somebody out there who's been in a partnership with someone, and then tafirenda, they want to move away without affecting the business. What would be your word to that person?
I think at first I talked of when starting up a partnership, you are outlining whatever I would say easy thing, the do's and don'ts.
Okay.
I think as you write that memorandum of understanding, you should.
So that is supposed to be one document.
Yes,
that should be
you should
there.
put up a clause that will talk about you going separate ways.
Okay.
And if you're in partnership, you didn't do that. Tomorrow, sit down with your partner. Then at least you come up with something.
Okay.
Because so that you can leave room when you go out of that partnership. Maybe at one time, we don't know. We all need each other. You might link up. So at first, as you are planning on your partnership and everything, you should have a clause in it on how you guys can go separate ways if things are not going well, on how you guys you're going to be managing your partnership, on where the limits that you should reach on, and I think that can help those who are already in partnership to put up something that they should be like a guide for them so that they can be moving on.
All right. You've actually tackled it very well. Because it's a situation where so that is a very good advice that I've gotten. So if you're in a partnership with somebody and there is no document or a clause stipulating the do's and the don'ts, or what happens when you can't work together, that is something that you need to work on. Draft that document and see how that is going to go. So that comes regardless if it's your wife you are in the partnership with. That document is supposed to be there.
Yes.
Their marriage certificate document.
Business to business.
No, I remember something that happened the other year. Someone approached me and said, "No, I want to partner with you on a project."
Yes.
So I asked him, "What's your exit plan?"
Mm.
I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "How do you plan to leave this partnership? Or when does it come to an end?" He sounded like he was shocked because according to us, partnerships are supposed to be for life.
Yeah.
We don't prepare for exits. That's why we end up being disappointed. Like Mapalo said, there should be documentation that tells you when this happens, you leave. Who lives with what?
Okay.
If you have capital assets together, do we sell off equipment ngafyaka no kuwomba to achitashe mpia ngayashala equipment nanyuka ukakudipira shinga who goes away with it and who pays what, how much?
Okay.
Yes, but we don't discuss that. There are no exit plans. So the next time you want to partner with, ask them, what's the exit plan? When do you want to walk away? How long is this partnership?
Okay.
And if you haven't,
yes, I've also learned a lot.
yeah, I always ask people, what's your exit plan? I ask if they want to partner.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So that is something that must be considered. It makes a lot of sense. Actually, I'm starting to believe somebody who commented that learning things that I never knew. So there should also be an exit plan. Say, okay, I've been doing a this is what is going to happen. Ukasenda kwefia so na enenka sende kwefia if. Okay, so maybe I believe time is not with us. This is something that can go on and on. But before we come to that, let us just go on a very short break so that we get to read your comments. Please keep sending the comments. Even after the program is done, keep sending the comments. I'm sure our wonderful panelists here will be there to answer your questions in the comment section so that we keep this going and we keep learning. Stay tuned. An interesting topic, but due to time we are going to wrap it up from here. But before we do that, allow me to just go through some of the comments that you've been sending. And one is coming from Two Favor, who is saying, partner in a business with your wife or husband helps your business to keep alive forever when one is not around and grow bigger in muscle strength. Okay, then Rex says, if we say the wife can partner with the husband, don't you think it can crash on the long run, considering the marriage issues and disputes? Those marriage issues are threats to the business partnership. Okay, I hope you are getting that.
Yes.
And you should prepare a response to that. Then Two Favor says, partner with your partner. Okay. Okay, I believe we are able to differentiate the two partners. Okay, so he says, partner with your partner, there is nothing wrong. It only becomes wrong if you don't coordinate. Okay, then it's like a response to Two Favor's comment, and he says, Two Favor, couples to partner in business, I don't think it can last long. Mwaliba mafia mufiopo, if that can bring the business down. Then Mr. Tipak says, partnership businesses does not stand a test of time. Eventually it crumbles. I presume it's our nature as Africans. I have only seen it thrive in Indians mostly. Very interesting comments that you've been sending. So to begin with, Twalamba na Abigail, as we are winding up, there is another one. I'll get to read that one. Bakana sana abantu ati fibombe partnership n'abarume n'abakashi. It can only last for as far as it can go. Okay. But eventually this partnership will not work because abakashi bapsana n'abarume abakashi bavura endaramesho basunga via somewhere. Things like that.
The partnerships where it's just verbal.
Okay.
If we want partnerships to last, they should be formalized partnerships.
Okay, not just...
If they are formalized, they are going to have a code of conduct.
Okay.
And if a business has a code of conduct, it tells the wife, you are not a wife, you are a partner. Then the other thing that can help us safeguard our businesses, since we are Africans in Parks,
yes,
we can say, okay, in this partnership, to Atampa as directors, anyway, that could even be a limited company. To Atampa, we've partnered as husband and wife, but as time goes on, we're going to transfer our shares kubana.
Okay.
No, 20% goes to the shanya bananga bakula. Those ones can work because the husband and wife could and they will still be there.
Okay, so
it's
there
one
is
other way that can help us.
There is also the issue of discipline. The law should come in. Okay? You are saying the document, yes, documentation in terms of breach of whatever that partnership is. Mwapsana nabakashi maybe baya onaore fintu ngani kushopu mwakwata, then you bring in the law. Is that really still going to, is it a good direction, Mapalo? Because that's what it is, Pama documents. But if someone breaches the maybe bringing in the law can work.
Okay, it can work, but something that that is not easy to explain. But the thing here is, like I had put it, as you are considering your wife or your husband to be your partner, I think it's all about the vision. If somebody share the same vision, I think there are slim chances of those things happening.
Okay, they will still respect the business despite the disputes.
Your business ni shiawa fi business yako watu kuti hawa anytime may be affected by marriage issues. But if it's an established business, people will fight, the business will continue running. When it's tana share my profits.
Okay, now kushopu vaya shtisha. Uruburi rwa vera kungani.
There's other people involved, like I'm saying. If it's an established business where there's different partners and directors running the business, even if the husband and wife fight, the others will continue
to operate.
So I think if we want to make these partnerships work, we should grow them to a point where people do not have to identify me with the business.
Okay.
It should get to a point where it's a business, but
okay. So that is when you can even bring in the partnership of a spouse. Business,
you can grow it together to a level where other people are involved in the day-to-day running of the business. Whether it's still going on.
All right. I believe we can go on and on with this topic. It's been quite an interesting one. But I believe we have to wrap up because time is not with us. So, Mapalo, your last words. I believe we can continue another day with something related to this so that we finish up what we've stored.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Firstly, I would love to thank Lono Studios for having us here. It's a great pleasure that we have been accorded this chance. So lastly, on partnership, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. I think we have learned a lot. If we want to start up any partnership, let's put up something to guide us, and let's see where things would take us. But if somebody, you're already established, if somebody comes in with the financial muscle, it's up to you to put up the terms and conditions. Otherwise, the future is bright. We'll get there.
Sure, thank you so much. But Abigail,
My last words.
Your last words to our viewers out there.
Okay. My last words are that, Vayuth, you don't owe your boyfriend a stake in your business. You don't owe your girlfriend a share in your business. Just like the husband, you don't owe your wife. If they are not competent enough to be part of the business, don't involve them.
Okay.
Because partnerships are not about including umuntu na ishiba just because tulangala bonse, tulaseka bonse, tsanga bonse, then we should partner. Let's partner with people who are able to work with us in driving or getting to the vision of the business.
Okay.
Yes.
If we had time, I would actually bring up another topic out of what you've just said, because there are issues of we are kwatendera manaturekeresha guys. Just because I'm mokuchika turekeresha. Tasungana wa munina kushopura tafu abare sangwa kona ngutete amwingishe kwenye chito mkampani yakwe. Such things are pricing.
I think that should be a topic for another.
Yes, yes, because it's a long one. All right, so I believe that is where we have to wrap it up for today. We were discussing business partnership. I hope you've learned one or two things, or you've learned everything that we have discussed. Now I'm saying Namochimu, and you are going to apply it wherever you are. Because about business partnerships, these are things, not just in business. There are so many ways in which people come together. And I believe my two panelists have actually highlighted some of the things that you needed to know. So please continue giving us your contributions in the comment section. I will actually engage these two to help out with responses to any of the questions that you've been bringing up. So from me and the entire production crew, it's bye-bye for today.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at Lono ZM.